loves, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can tell by the title, is going to be a full face makeup tutorial on this look right here. So you guys, I know a lot of makeup has been coming out recently, but honestly I just wanted to take a break from all of the reviews and just get back to pretty much how YouTube used to be when it comes to makeup tutorials. I feel like makeup reviews is just taking over right now, so I just wanted to take a break from that and just dive into my collection and just, you know, pick some palettes that I haven't used in a while and feature them on my channel. So speaking of eyeshadow palettes, you guys, I know I'm gonna probably get cussed out, but I am using a palette that is unfortunately discontinued. This is the Plouise Watch the Queen Conquer palette. I love this palette so much, you guys. I really want to say, like, that is the biggest mistake Plouise could have ever done, is got rid of this palette. It is amazing, you guys, and I'm so glad that I just listened to the Holy Spirit when it was telling me to get another palette. So I do have a backup of one of these, but I will say that a lot of shades in this palette you can definitely already get in other palettes that Plouise still offers on their website and their app. But I did use another palette. This is the Desert Full of Desire palette, and I just used one shade in like the little sleeve part, which you guys will see in the video. But yeah, majority of the colors that I use for today's makeup tutorial is in the Watch the Queen Conquer palette, and I did use this side. But as you guys can see, it goes into like a little chest checkerboard, and then it has the pinks and purples on that side. So you guys, I know we're in summertime and I'm just coming out with this grungy look, but I really wanted to do this look so bad, you guys, just because I feel like you still can wear this in the summertime, but you could wear this for more of like a nighttime look, like a date night, or just, you know, going out with your friends at nighttime. So yeah, overall I really do like how the look came out. I wanted to do a burgundy lip, but I did not have any burgundy or red shades on me right now because I'm still in the process of getting all of my things from where I used to live. So yeah, but I feel like that's literally all I have to say, you guys, for the intro. Like I said, this is going to be a full face tutorial. So yeah, I really hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Okay, you guys, so like always, I'm starting out with my MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC45, and I'm going to be taking that on my Plouise brush, and I'm just carving out my eyebrows. Literally, I do this every single time I do eyeshadow, or even when I'm just doing my base makeup. So yeah, you guys, I actually tried a new technique where I use two different brushes for my brows to carve them out. I use the straight brush for the beginning of the brow, and then when it comes to like the arch, I'll use a brush that's more rounded. So now I'm going in with my Plouise Rumor Base in the shade 3. This is my favorite Plouise base ever. So yeah, I'm just going to be applying that all over my lid and brow bone and crease area, pretty much everywhere that we're going to be applying eyeshadow. I say this in almost every single video that I do. You always want to make sure that you have a nice thin layer everywhere that you're going to be applying the eyeshadow. And yeah, just making sure that that's all blended out. So now I'm taking my Desert Full of Desire palette, and I'm going to be taking the only shade that I took for this look, and that's that dark brown. I'm just going to be taking that in the outer corner and just keeping that pretty much mainly in that area. I just wanted a little bit of depth in the crease, and the Watch the Queen Conquer palette doesn't really have that shade. They do, but it pulls more purple instead of brown, which a lot of Plouise brown eyeshadows actually do that, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, so I'm just going to be taking that deep olive shade, and I'm just putting that all over the crease, and I'm going to be putting that kind of over that brown that we first applied, just to make sure everything just blends more seamlessly. And then we're going to be taking the tactical shade, and we're going to be doing the 50-50 method. If you guys are familiar with my channel, then you know this technique. You pretty much apply the eyeshadow 50% on the previous eyeshadow you applied, and the other 50% is going to be on the base. So that way you can get a nice gradient effect with your eyeshadow. So just make sure everything blends really nicely. So then I just went in with the last shade, and I definitely took my time with this because I wanted it to be as opaque as possible. So a lot of that really consisted of me packing on that shade first, really pressing it into that base, and then doing the blending later. So yeah, after I applied that shade, I just made sure that I blended all the colors together, which also consisted of me going back into the eyeshadows and just making sure everything is nice and opaque, because when you do blend, you do lose a little bit of the color payoff. So it's always important to just go back and forth and just make sure that everything is blended to your liking and everything is as opaque to your liking as well. So now I'm going to be taking one of my favorite products by Plouise, and it is the Cut Crease Carver. This is pretty much a, I don't even know what to call this, like a balm almost, and it's supposed to pretty much just get rid of all of that excess eyeshadow that you have, so that way when you go in and apply your lid shade, it's very nice and it's vibrant, and it shows up way better than if you were to just go right in with a concealer to cut the crease. So I love doing this step. I feel like it is super important if you really want your lid shade to pop. So yeah, once I apply that with my brush, I like to go in with a pointy Q-tip, and I just pretty much wipe all of that product off. So now I'm taking my blank canvas base by P. Louise and Mitchell. Unfortunately, this product is discontinued, but I always say this, you guys, P. Louise still offers cosmetic paints just like this. She does it in the skin tone line, which is basically like your nudes and browns and stuff. So I'm pretty sure she does have a shade that's similar to this one that you can get if you don't have your hands on the blank canvas one. So yeah, I just like to put that on the lid and just make sure that everything is nice and blended out and it's very smooth. And then we're going to go into the last eyeshadow that we put on our crease. We're going to put that on the lid. So yeah. So now I'm just taking my small Gisette brush and I'm just applying that eyeshadow all over the lid. And I like to do this in increments because I want it to be very nice and smooth and opaque. So I just take a lot of time blending that on the lid and just making sure that it's nicely distributed all across the lid. So every time I apply a shade on my lid, I always make sure that I go in with my blending brush, and whatever shade that I use in the outer corner, I just make sure I go over that so it's more of a seamless blend. So now I'm going in with my P. Louise cosmetic paint in the shade Barbu. I want to say that's how you pronounce it. And yeah, I'm just lining my lash line. It is a very nice chocolate brown, but it doesn't necessarily match the eyeshadow look. So I'm going to set that base with a eyeshadow, and I think I use the same shade that I use in the crease, the very first shade, just to make sure everything matches and it blends nicely into the outer corner. So now moving on to the face, I'm going to be using my KVD Lock-It Primer. I love this primer so much. It works very, very nicely with the KVD foundations and everything. So that's what I decided to use in today's video. And for foundation, I did use a combination. I decided to combine the KVD Lock-It foundation and the Good Apple Serum foundation together. I love this so much, but unfortunately, the KVD Lock-It foundation is discontinued. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But at the same time, it's okay because the Good Apple Serum foundation is really nice on its own. But I did like this little foundation cocktail that I came up with, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just going to be blending that out, and of course I'm blending that out with my Morphe 439 brush. This brush is perfect for foundation application, especially if you want a more full coverage kind of look. So yeah, I'm just applying that all over my skin. So since we're using KVD products, I decided to go ahead and use their concealers as well. These are the Good Apple serum. What is it? Serum? I think it's just Good Apple concealers. Yeah, I think it's just Good Apple concealers. Yep. So I'm just going to be taking the darker one and just applying that in the highlighted points of my face. And I'm just going to be blending that out with my e.l.f. sponge. And then we're just going to be taking the lighter concealer for brightening in those places as well, but more so in the inner corner when it comes to my under eye area. And yeah, I'm just going to be blending that out. Now I'm going to be taking my favorite powder of all time. This is the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powder in the shade Pound Cake. I wanted a super, super bright under eye for today's video, so I decided to go in with this shade. So I'm just going to be applying that in all of the areas that I highlighted. taking my Huda Beauty Tantour Cream Bronzer in the shade Medium and just putting that in all of the hollows of my face. So like the hollows of my cheeks and my temples, my jawline as well. And I'm just going to be blending that out, just bringing some warmth back into my face. So now to set that cream bronzer, I am taking my Juvia's Place bronzer duo, and I'm just going to be mixing those two shades and just setting everywhere that I applied that cream bronzer. Now I'm going in with my Huda Beauty Easy Bake and Snatch press powder in the shade Pound Cake, and I'm just going to be applying that everywhere that I had put the concealer. I literally love doing this step, you guys. This has become a staple in my routine. Like, I have to use this powder every single time I do my makeup, or I just won't feel right. If you love a bright under eye like me, then you will literally love these powders. So now I'm going to be taking my Juvia's Place liquid blush in the shade Perky Poppy, and I'm just going to be applying that and blending it out. I had lined my lips off of camera, but I used the Wet n Wild pencil in the shade Simmer Brown now, and now I'm going to be taking my Clarity Cosmetics liquid lipstick and just filling my lips in. So now I'm taking my Benefit Bad Gal Lash mascara, and I'm just applying that and applying my lashes. I usually don't add this clip in of me applying my lashes, but sometimes I just gotta let y'all know I ain't nobody to play with, okay? I apply my lashes with my fingers. And I know that's definitely not common, but yeah, I've been doing that ever since I started doing makeup. So yeah, it's just the norm for me. But yeah, so I'm just applying those lashes, and yeah. So this is something that I do now in my routine. I love to carve out my lips with a little bit of foundation. When I'm wearing a bold lip, this is definitely mandatory because I just love how it makes your lips look more fuller and just more put together and nice and neat. So yeah, I just like to do that. And then I set the outer corners with some powder. So now I'm taking that shade Impulse in the Desert Full of Desire palette, and I'm just going to be running that on my lash line. And then I'm going to be just taking a shimmery shade in the inner corner just to make my eyes pop a little bit, and applying some mascara to the bottom lashes. going to be setting all of my makeup with the e.l.f. Power Grip setting spray. And that is it, you guys. That is the end of today's tutorial. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video and you learned something new and you like the look. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Mwah.